Welcome to today's video. We are back for another trucking vlog, and if you did not watch the last video, the last trucking vlog, and you are a usual watcher of the channel, I certainly would recommend going back and watching that. I have some news that you maybe are not going to be super excited about, but you definitely need to hear it, and it is still... It's exciting life news for me, but it does mean that the channel is going to be changing a bit. So yeah, definitely go back and watch that if you're a usual watcher of the channel. But today we are doing a two-stop delivery. We are going to Richmond, California, and then San Leandro, California. We are currently in Orland. It is very windy, and that seems to always be the case every time I'm here, but we are going to go ahead and get on the road, so let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and head for the exit. We're gonna get on I-5 South. There's probably not gonna be anything too exciting for a little bit, but then we're gonna get into the Bay Area, and obviously that is always fun. We are going to be taking 80 west into Richmond, all the way into Richmond, and then we just take our exit, drive like a quarter mile to the Costco that we're going to, and then we drive down to San Leandro, which I think is a fairly short drive as well, but that's really in the heart of the Bay Area. So it is going to be fun because you know how Bay Area drivers are. We've seen it before. We know. I grew up there. We know. They're interesting. So we have got probably quite a bit of fun ahead of us. They're not looking, but yeah, you can go ahead. Oh, I thought they were going to the right. There's nothing to the left. Where are you going? Whatever. There's like basically just the truck stop back there. And then, I mean, there's like some farmland, I guess. Maybe they're going to the farmland. Maybe they just came down here to pick something up and now they're heading that way. But it's not my business, I guess. I believe it's wind gusts of up to 40 miles an hour, so nothing like crazy, but still not ideal when you're only loaded. I've only got 20,000 pounds of cargo, so certainly not the best situation. You know, not the best weather conditions for me, but not the worst either. I mean, you know, at least it's not those 80 mile an hour winds of Wyoming and stuff like that, so shouldn't be too bad. But again, we've got a bit of driving to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do that driving, and we've got a bad merge right off the start. This guy in the Walmart truck could not get over, so I appreciate you slowing down for me, dude. I was ready to have to slam on the brakes, and I thankfully did not. That was very, very nice of him to slow down for me. So I made sure to give him the blinky lights as a thank you. But okay, enough of that. We're getting on the road. I don't have the scenery camera set up today. I'm sorry. But, wow, man, yeah, it is windy. Well, anyways, if anything interesting happens, I'll put in the dash cam footage of it, and we'll see you guys when I got something for you to see. We have arrived in the Bay Area, which is obvious by the fact that there's traffic, because that's just what happens. As soon as you get into the Bay Area, every time there's traffic immediately. Thankfully, does look like it's going to end soon, so that's good. It's at least not for a very long time, but we are about 20 minutes away, a little over 20 minutes away, so we are almost there. I did take a look, and the setup for the back at the dock seems a little interesting, but I mean, I've said that before, and then it ends up that it's not actually as bad as it seems. You know, like sometimes Google Maps just makes it look more difficult than it actually is. It's hard to get a real, like, scale of what everything actually looks like or like what everything is actually like until you're actually there. Oh, you're trying to get over? Nice blinker, dumb fuck. Oh, it probably doesn't even work because apparently your brakes don't work. Nice. Anyways. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get an idea for the scale when you're looking on Google Maps as opposed to actually being there in real life. So we'll have to see if it's actually as bad as I think, but hopefully it won't be. Weather has been very interesting. It has been very, very windy the whole time until now. All of a sudden now it's like not windy at all. It was so bad at one point that my windshield wipers would, they would be touching the windshield all the way up to the left-hand side of the windshield, but then on the way back they would get caught in the wind, and so all the way back down they weren't touching the windshield at all, and that was kind of funny to me. So yeah, I think that's it for now. We should have some pretty solid views coming up. I think, we're gonna cross a few bridges. This person in front of me apparently also doesn't have any working lights. Their brake lights, nothing works. So these are just the joys of driving the Bay Area. You get bad drivers and people that clearly don't maintain their vehicles in any way, shape, or form. So it's wonderful. All right, we are coming up to our first set of bridges, I think. I think this is the weird bridge where we do a small little bridge to like a tiny little island and then go across another bridge. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different spot. I know the Bay Bridge is also like that, and that is not where we are. We are not at the Bay Bridge. But I think this one's like that too. Oh, maybe not. Looking on Google Maps and looking at what's kind of in front of me, it does not seem like I'm correct. So I guess I was wrong about that. But either way, still a pretty bridge. Still cool to see. It is kind of interesting how the two bridges, the one for the other direction and the one on our side, are so vastly different. Like the one on our side is kind of like a prettier bridge, and the other one is like very structural focused, I mean, obviously I hope both of them are structurally focused, but this one's pretty and structural. That one seems strictly structural. But nice view. Cool cargo ship coming in. All the houses up on the mountain or on the hills, kind of cool. I'm sure they've got a really good view. More barges and cargo ships off that direction. Train tracks down there. What is that building? Cane Sugar. C&H. Interesting. Old looking building. A fully brick building. Very cool. Another cool view. We're kind of up on a hill on the freeway here, so we can kind of see out above all of the neighborhoods over here and out into the bay kind of area over there. Pretty cool. We are almost to our exit. You can see San Francisco across the bay there. So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but pretty cool to be able to see all the way across today. Sometimes it's not clear enough for that to be the case, but either way, as always when driving through the Bay Area, I hit a huge bump that knocked a bunch of stuff off of my shelves and off of where I have everything stored. So now all of my underwear is on the floor, so that's unfortunate. But you know what? It happens. Either way, we're now almost to our destination, so I can fix that and hopefully put it back, put the bin that all that stuff was in back in a better... Wow, somebody took out that sign. Anyways, put all that back in a better position to where hopefully it won't happen again. But obviously, with the fact that I've been doing this now 6 months and that kind of stuff still happens, I obviously have not come up with a permanent solution. So it is what it is. Either way, we've got our right-hand turn here, and then Costco is literally like just down there, so we're not too far away, thankfully. And I think we're like kind of on the edge of land, so it's kind of cool. I don't know how close exactly to the water will be, but looking on Google Maps again, like Costco's like almost right at the edge, so it'll be interesting to see what the view is like once we're actually at the Costco. Hopefully we get a good view. That'd be really cool if we could get a good view of like San Francisco or something like that. Also, I apologize if I seem a little like different. I'm obviously stressed out. Driving in the Bay Area stresses me out. It's, again, I grew up here, so like I'm used to it, but just driving it in a semi truck is just, it can be a bit overwhelming, like all the different people merging on and like not speeding up, and then I have to either decide to slow down or speed up or whatever. It's just, there's a lot happening at all times, so I am not using a lot of brain power for what I'm talking about. I'm using a lot of brain power for driving, so I'm not really putting too much effort into thinking about what I'm gonna say before I say it. So if that's why if things come off weird in saying them, that is the reason. So, all right, we've got a right-hand turn here. Wow, this is such a weird intersection. It's like two intersections mushed together. And yeah, we go over this little bridge. We go over 580, and then we go to our destination. So, go over some train tracks, a bunch of empty coal cars, it looks like. Coal gondolas. Gondolas? I don't know why I said gondola. Gondolas. But I think that's the Golden Gate Bridge over there. I can't really tell if it's red or not, but I believe that's it out in the distance. Hopefully, I know that the camera sometimes when the lighting is kind of like this, it makes it so that you can't really see all that well. So hopefully you can see that far, but if not, just know that I can see the Golden Gate Bridge. And my views are better than yours, apparently. But if you can't see it, then good. I'm glad I get to share the good views with you. Unfortunately, it looks like our lane ends immediately, so we gotta do a weird merge here. But I think everybody's got it figured out, so that's good. There is the Costco. And of course, as usual with Bay Area deliveries, we are delivering like right at the worst possible time of day. It is literally the busiest time, and of course that is when we are here. So wow, this is going to be quite interesting. I don't know what the best way for me to do this is going to be, but we're gonna figure it out, I guess. I'm gonna have to let all of these people go. Oh, this person's letting me go. Okay, that's sweet. Oh, maybe he wasn't letting me go, but either way, he's gonna let me go now. All right, I gotta find a way to turn around. Actually, I'll just do a jackknife back. I'll just pull up right here, go check in, and then when I back in, I'll just back all the way around the corner. Let's do that. So I am like 40 minutes early, 50 minutes early, so I don't know if they'll take me yet. I would assume so. Again, it's not like their normal delivery hours, but yeah, I don't know why they do it like this, why they make our appointments at such a weird time of the day. Oh, also, I don't know how well you'll be able to, I guess I can take this off now, but I am wearing my Costco shirt that says I got that dog in me, and it's got a picture of the Costco hot dog. So hopefully they get a good laugh out of that. I figured since it's my last Costco delivery that I'll probably ever do, I wanted to make sure that I wore my Costco shirt for it. So yeah, let's go check in, see what they say, and hopefully we can get into a dock here. All right, so they are taking me now. I'm gonna go into door number 2. He did say that I am in the wrong direction. He was like, you know, there's a different entrance that you could have come in the right way, right? And basically it said that I'm gonna have to turn around, but I was like, no, I can back in like this. So hopefully I am correct, and I actually will be able to back in this way, but I guess we're gonna find out. I guess it all depends on if people decide to be nice to me or not. So far, so good. I just gotta keep an eye out over this direction. Oh, I might have to kind of do a little pull forward action because I'm kind of bound up here. Guy's blocking things for me. That is very nice of him. Hopefully I clear this curve. I'm not sure I will. Man, this is... I definitely didn't make things easy for myself. Is being quite nice. I am not doing a very good job at this, but you know what? It's fitting. One of my last backs that I'll ever do, and of course I'm making it way more difficult than it needs to be, you know? Up against the curb here. This is tough. Yeah, I already checked in. He told me to take door 2. Security guard's super nice. He was just talking to me. I obviously took the camera off, but he was super nice. He was helping me out. And he was letting me know that most drivers just go all the way out into the street, which I was trying to avoid doing. But if that's the way to do it, then I'm going to do it, and he's going to help me. So that is very, very nice of him. This is looking a lot better. we walk away. He knows what's going on. I just got to get the doors open now, and then we're good. Sorry, I didn't really talk to you guys much during that, but like I said, that was a lot going on. I butchered the setup and everything, so it was a bit more stressful than it needed to be, but I think we are all good now. Oh, and I got to take my lock off too. I forgot that I've got a lock on there. All right. Let's hurry up because I want to get out of the way here. Stuff is definitely leaning back, but it did not fall over, so that's good. Drive, bro. what was that? This is what I drive. Nice. I like it. Thanks so much for your help, man. I really appreciate it. So I don't know if I got that on camera, but he said, you know, while I was backing up the truck, he was explaining like, dude, I'm sorry I butchered this. Like, I really messed this up. Don't know, you know, how I set up this bad and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, dude, I just drive a small little car, man. You just do your thing. I can't tell you how to do your job or anything like that. He was very nice. He was really funny. He was like, dude, I just drive a tiny little car, so I'll respect to you for what you do, or I don't know, something like that. Hopefully I just recorded it and that's all. All right, now we basically just got to straight back in. And again, normally with Costco's, you have to go inside and wait inside, and then, you know, once they're done, then you just come back out to your truck and all that. But here, he said that I can just stay in my truck and just wait for a green light. So that is pretty sweet. All right. Man, that was stressful, but we did it. We are all backed in. I can get my truck turned off and everything. And man, for one of my final Costco backs, this was definitely an interesting one. And again, I made it more difficult than I needed to. I looked on Google Maps and I thought this was the only way to get in here for a truck, but I guess there is another way to go around the building that I guess I just didn't notice or something. But either way, we're in the dock now. That's what matters. Again, thankfully I got some help and everything, because man, if cars had been going by and all that, that would have been an absolute nightmare. So I'm glad that worked out. And again, glad that guy was really nice, because you never know. With security guards, sometimes they're not, you know. So I don't know. Either way, we're done. They're gonna get me unloaded, and then we'll move on to our next stop. We are all unloaded. I'm gonna go ahead and pull forward and get the doors closed and everything, but this guy's been waiting for a super long time, so I'm just gonna do that super quickly, and I'll record once I'm back out on the road. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. We are now on our way to the next stop. We have got about 30 minutes to go because of traffic. It's only about 17 miles, but traffic is really bad right now, I guess. So it is going to be 30 minutes to get there, and then it is unfortunately another one with a weird setup to the dock. So I'm not entirely sure which driveway to go into, but again, we're just gonna try one and make it work, I guess. So yeah, it's not looking super promising, but I mean, we made that one work, so now I feel like I can make anything work, because that one was quite interesting. So yeah, more cool views. So you can see the Port of Oakland over there, and then you got San Francisco right there. It's pretty sweet, pretty cool view. You can see multiple bridges. So you got the Bay Bridge, I believe, right here, and then Golden Gate over there. And it's just a pretty cool spot to be, where you can see all this. And again, normally it's so foggy that you can't see out that far. So the fact that you can see this far today is pretty sweet. More cool views for you guys to see. I'm not really going to do much talking here, but just want you guys to see it. We are currently passing by Oracle Arena and the old Coliseum. I used to go to a lot of A's games growing up, and this was their Coliseum. They just recently moved. They're not going to be in Oakland anymore, but it's cool to get to see it one more time. Because I don't know exactly what the plans are, but I assume it's getting demolished. I didn't look too much into it because, you know, it made me a little sad. But there it is, and there's Oracle Arena now blocking the view of the Coliseum. But yeah, pretty cool to get to see it one more time. Alright, we are coming up to our exit here, so I'm gonna make this exit and then go like a block down the road, and then we've got to kind of go into the back of the building. And again, hopefully I'm picking the right entrance this time as opposed to last time when I did not, but I guess we're gonna find out very shortly. One thing I'm very thankful for is that this will likely be the last time I ever drive in the Bay Area, and I am certainly very thankful for that because I do not enjoy driving here. And it looks like, I don't know which lane I should be in. Sometimes the inner lane is the one that's like set up for you to turn, and sometimes it's not. This time it looks like it's really neither one, so it's fine. I gotta be in this lane to make a right pretty soon. Wow, this is super weird. Okay. Costco receiving is straight, so I don't know. I think I'm supposed to be in that lane, but whatever. I'm gonna go straight from this lane because I don't care. Yeah, Costco receiving to the right. Okay, so we're gonna go down this road. Not that driveway, this road right here. Okay. At least this one had signs. The other one did not have any signs on how to get to the Costco receiving. And I think I'm gonna have to wait for these people to both go in order for me to make this turn. Up all the road, and I think I'm still gonna run over the curb. Well, maybe not. I just barely made it. Alright, and then we go all the way down, I believe, and where that truck just came out from, I think is where we go into. Man, a lot of really poorly set up Costco's, man. These are not meant for trucks like me, I don't think. Alright, and then that's all blocked off, so I guess I gotta go in this way. Even though the arrows say out only. But yeah, arrows right there on the sign pointing in, Costco receiving this way. So we are good. And then we're gonna have to hug this side. Got a bunch of carts there that limit my room because there's cars parked here, but I think we're still gonna be fine. Oh yeah, thankfully they at least designed that little island in there in a round. It's rounded to where it makes this easier. And then just to be sure I don't block in anybody that's parked, I'm gonna stop here and just walk all the way over to the receiving. Heading back into the first dock. These people actually acknowledged my shirt, so I already like them better than the last place. Just kidding. But seriously, they did acknowledge the shirt. They thought it was hilarious, so that's awesome. And yeah, this place is doing the same thing that the last one did, where they're just letting me stay in the truck. So I'm just gonna back into the dock and then sit in my truck and wait for my light to be green, and I'll be done. And then I will have completed my final Costco delivery that I will ever do. Alright, and thankfully they've given a ton of space for the docks, so I think I will have no problems with getting set up. The only issue is that I've got people walking across to their cars and stuff, so I just gotta kind of let people do their thing. Nice little loop around. And then I've got to open the doors and stuff, break the seal, all that good stuff. Go ahead and get lined up first. Now that's lined up enough. Oh, whoops, I grabbed the wrong thing. I grabbed my gloves. I meant to grab this. Although I guess I should have had my other gloves. Oh well. It's fine. Not using my gloves isn't gonna kill me. Unless it does. That would be really unfortunate. There was somebody with a megaphone trying to tell me something. I was like, but it's just somebody whose radio is really loud. All right. Set. I'm gonna go shock the wheels and wait for them to unload me. We are all done being unloaded, and now we go to the Lathrop yard to get our next load, and hopefully you can see this. It is traffic basically the whole way there. It is 57 miles and it is expecting it to take an hour and 51 minutes. So yeah, we got a lot of traffic to sit in, I guess, for a while. So should be a short, slow drive, I guess. Probably won't be recording anything, but I guess if there's any dash cam footage, you know some interesting stuff happened. But I'm gonna get on the road and sit through a bunch of traffic, so wish me luck. We are currently going over the Altamont Pass, which is what I consider to officially be out of the Bay Area. So that means that I am now out of the Bay Area, and I will likely never ever drive a semi-truck in the Bay Area ever again, and I am very thankful for that, because it, like I mentioned earlier, is very, very stressful, and I do not like it. So super excited that I will never have to do that again. We have been driving for about an hour and 20 minutes, and we still have 27 miles to go, so we have made it just about halfway. I think a little bit over halfway. Total was 57 miles, so halfway would have been, you know, like a mile and a half ago, or 2.5 miles ago, something like that. So, and it says we still got 37 minutes to go. So we have done the majority of the time already. It sounds like hopefully in the next few minutes here we're going to be out of the traffic, at least out of the heavy traffic, and we'll get flowing at least a little faster. Again, we're still not going to be going like the speed limit, but it'll at least be faster than we are now, or have been going. So that is definitely nice, and again, it's very nice to know I'll never have to drive a truck in the Bay Area ever again. I am thankful for that. Just taking the exit for the Lathrop yard, so we are almost there. We're going to pick up our trailer, And it is worth noting that the trailer does go to the Brooks yard. So I think I had originally said that we would next be going to, or like we would be running until Monday, but that is not going to happen. It is only Thursday, and I will likely be at the yard either tomorrow or the next day. So it is going to be less time than I thought. I mean, kind of nice. I'm going to get paid less, but, you know, kind of nice that I don't have to wait so long to be home. That guy thought he was going to get to go. Brother, you got there way after I did. There's no way I was letting you go. You're crazy. But yeah, so we're picking up this trailer, and this trailer's going back to Brooks. So I have officially spent my last bit of time at shippers and receivers with May. I am now only doing yard stuff, and that's kind of crazy. It's been, you know, 6 months, and that's it. Now we're on to the next thing. And the fuck was that? I don't know if you guys heard that, but something made sound underneath my cab. I don't know if something got caught in my drive shaft and shot up into the bottom of the cab or what, but something made some sound. So we'll have to take a look at that once we get to stopping up here. Hopefully everything's fine. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys once I am actually hooking up to my trailer. We have checked in at the yard and are good to drop this, and I'm looking for trailer 6628. And there it is, and I assume it's going to be blocked in by something else, and it sure is. So that sucks. I'm going to have to ask somebody to move the trailer that's in the way so that I can get to the trailer that I need. And I, at this point in the day, don't know if there's somebody there to do that. I hope there is, but I don't know for sure. Wow, this place is full. This place is never this full. This is crazy. Wow, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to drop this wherever. They don't like empties being dropped on this side, but this side is completely full, so I guess that's what's happening. Wow, crazy. All right, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and just drop it right next to that Schneider trailer. I'm gonna get a little weird here because I went a little far to set up to back next to that Schneider trailer, but it's fine. I'm a little far away. Alright, let's try again. Let's get closer to that guy. It's weird to not have anything on this side to like base it off of. Honestly thinking maybe we'll just line up with this trailer and not really worry about how close we are to the Schneider trailer. I think we're gonna do that. Alright. That should be good enough. Alright, I'm gonna go get unhooked and then figure out if I can figure out how to get the trailer out of the way to get to the trailer that I need. Alright, so it's this trailer that I need to have moved. SNLU 211406. And I don't think, technically, I'm supposed to move it. However, at this point, the yard dogs have already gone home, I believe. I don't see any driving around. Normally, there's one that drives around and checks, you know, with all the drivers to see if they need anything. And I haven't seen one drive around yet. So, I honestly think I'm just going to move it myself. I think I'm just going to pull it right out of here, and then, you know, make a right hand hook and then just back it right into over there and then get to my trailer and call it good. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then I guess if while I'm trying to back up and hook up to it, if a yard dog comes up, I'll be like, hey, wait, can we switch? I'll you know. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get hooked up to this trailer. And there's all kinds of bugs and stuff, which is kind of annoying because I gotta have my window down at least a little bit, but that's fine. All right, well, here goes nothing. It feels weird to hook up to a trailer that's not a May trailer. I've never done this before. I've never hooked up to a non-May trailer, ever. I'm way off. Down a little bit, so all good on that front. And there is that. Oh, I guess I better do a tug test. All right, let's go hook up to this thing, get it moved, and then we'll just put it right in that spot there. Let's just make 100% sure. Yep, 6628 right down there. Super weird. Alright, well, anyways. Well, I guess I don't actually need to put this all the way up because I'm only going a little bit. Alright. That is good. So let's get it moved out of the way. Actually, I might park it there. I think that's going to be easier to do. I mean, none of this is really going to be easy to do because the lot is super, super tight. Ooh, or is this a big empty spot here? No, it is not. Oh, actually, there is an empty spot there. Alright, well, I didn't set up very well, but... might be a tight spot. Let's go ahead and keep going. Wow, I think I actually got that perfect. I sure did. And then we'll just do a little shimmy forward. Look at that. I nailed that. All right. All right. And then we'll unhook from this and go hook up to our actual trailer and hope that nobody takes that spot. I don't think anyone would. I don't know why they would when they'd have to go turn around in order to get to it, but back in between these two trailers down to our trailer. Still can't believe with that setup that I was able to get that back so easy. Thought for sure I was going to struggle with that for a little bit. Wow, that trailer is, I think, too low. Yeah, it's way too low. All right, well, let's go ahead and raise that up a little bit, and I guess double check. I probably should have done that before I moved the trailer out of the way, but that is in fact the trailer number I need. Look at that. This thing is way too low. How did this even... What in the heck, dude? That's crazy. I don't know how somebody even got out from underneath this thing. Oh, I need to go to the right. Oh man. There we go. Oh, now we're in low gear. This is gonna take a while. Wow, even in low gear, this is not fun. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I haven't done a thing. Oh my God, it literally doesn't look like it's moved. Jesus. I'm almost tempted to just let all the air out of the bags and then just try and get underneath it like that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna see what happens if I let all the air out. If that makes it so I'm low enough. Because man, that's gonna take forever. I still don't, it's not gonna clear the tires. That sucks. Alright, well, we'll keep going. Because yeah, there's no point in doing that, because then the tires are still taller than the fifth wheel, so it doesn't do me any good. Alright, let's get back to it. I'm gonna be here a while. In fact, I'm gonna stop recording so my GoPro doesn't overheat. Dude, I'm dying. I think I've been doing this for like 10 minutes now, and I've maybe moved the trailer up 3 inches. I'm fucking dying. All I have to say is whoever dropped this trailer last, fuck you, man. Fuck you. And I mean that with my whole heart. Fuck you. This sucks. I'm having a terrible time. I mean, dude, I've got it on low gear and everything. And like, this shit's heavy. Dude, I'm like out of breath, my heart's racing, my throat hurts. Dude, this sucks. I'm literally only recording this so that I can take a break. Now back to it, I guess. Man. Alright, I think that's good enough. I honestly think my tires might hit it, but I don't know. Hopefully I can still get underneath. Dude, I'm out of energy. I can't do this anymore. I cannot keep cranking that handle. It took so long that the truck shut off. That doesn't happen for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not exaggerating, guys. This is actually how out of breath I am. Dude, that's crazy. Oh my god, I think we're gonna be good. Oop, I hit the horn. Oh, thank God. This is not gonna be good. I'm gonna hit that thing super hard. Holy crap. Okay. Thank God, dude. Oh my God, I'm so sweaty and gross and just so out of breath. I am so out of shape, man. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys down inside the trailer because, dude, you're hurting my head. Oh my God. Dude, I'm actually so exhausted. I literally feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, that's the most I've probably worked out in, like, since I worked my old job at Amazon, which was like 8 months ago. I'm like so sweaty and gross. I hope I can park somewhere that I can get a shower tonight, but I don't know if that's gonna be realistic considering it's 7:30 right now. But anyways, oh my God, my voice is cracking and everything. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle to do that first back and then hearing me struggle with this. Solid solid last trip. Yeah, man, crazy. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Next video probably going to be the last trucking vlog, at least for a while, unless for some reason they let me do trucking vlogs at the new company. But got a feeling this is probably going to be the last. This next video is probably going to be the last one for a while. So I'll see you guys then. I don't know how much I'm going to record because it's basically just going to be driving, but I'll record as much as I can. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I think that's all I gotta say. So, thank you again. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, I'll see you in that next, and possibly last, trucking vlog. Peace.